Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Henrik and this is Red Ice Creations Radio, and we are coming to you from the west coast of Sweden. Good to have you along today. You can hear us on Thursdays and Sundays through our website redicecreations.com, REDICE creations.com, where we also feature news, links, articles and other resources from around the world and beyond. Also, don't forget that we have a growing members section loaded with material for you. Our full radio archive, of course, with extended interviews with many of our guests, but also videos, short films, articles, and more. I want to say thank you for all the encouraging email and all the feedback we've been getting lately. I wanted to let you know that we read all our email, but due to time restraints, we cannot get back to everyone. But that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate your comments, article tips, links and videos that you send us. Keep them coming. You guys and gals listening to this program are all aware eyes and ears out there that can help us to keep track on all the good and bad news and everything that falls in between that is considered to be worthy of more attention. Today we have an interesting program ahead of us. A few days ago, when we did our program with Ian Crane, especially the second segment for our members, we talked about the Sion 2012 Olympics in London, and I consequently did a few more searches on the subject and came across this really interesting blog called The Cosmic Mind. There were 3 very interesting articles on this very same subject that went into these subjects a bit deeper as well. Posted a few of these stories up on Red Ice, and I decided to invite the author behind The Cosmic Mind to talk more with us about his blog, his findings, and much more. His name is Rick Clay, and you can find his blog at thecosmicmind.blogspot.com. That's thecosmicmind.blogspot.com. We're mainly going to focus on the 2012 Olympics in London today, but Rick has connected this with a lot of different subjects like numerology, the Mayan calendar, the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, and much more. So I suspect that we'll go into a lot different interesting areas here today. So with that, let's say a warm welcome to Red Ice Creations Radio, Rick, and thank you very much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Excellent. Nice to have you on the line. And, you're a new voice, as it were, on this program at least. And I'd love to hear a little bit about your background, if you will, Rick, from kind of what area you're coming from and how you started the blog and why and so forth.
Okay, well, I mean, what's recently happened to me is over the past 6 months, I've essentially I've gone through some kind of awakening process where I've started seeing things for pretty much what they really are. I mean, it's been a few years in the making, if you know what I mean. But it seems like something's finally snapped, and I've finally got a realization over a lot of things that like kind of permeate our material world, if you like.
Right.
My history. I mean, I'm only 25. For about 5 years of my youth, I was touring with a band of mine called Folk, and we released a couple of albums, toured the UK, toured Europe, made the odd music video. After a few years, that fell through. I carried on making my own music and got into graphic design. And I'm currently, like, when I'm not researching, I'm a manager of a design team at a new media company in Leeds, England. So, I mean, to be honest, like when I was about 12, 13, I had an interest in UFOs and everything that was alien. And I mean, after about 3 or 4 years, I kind of grew out of that a bit and forgot about the whole alternate side to reality that obviously a lot of us are researching currently.
Yeah.
Everything started changing when 9/11 happened, and for a good few years, I was happy to go along with the official story, as pretty much a lot of people were.
Yeah.
Saw the film Loose Change. Loose Change gave me a completely new perspective on life. I mean, obviously, I've got my suspicions about the film now of where it actually came from out of such a short period of time. I started researching politics, the New World Order, and I found as I went into